This episode is brought to you by Anchor, the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Anchor has the tools that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. Oh, and best of all, Anchor is totally free. Download Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Hello and welcome to Life with Francie podcast. I am so happy that you're here. If you like updates about the podcast or anything else that I'm doing, I have an amazing community in the Life with Francie Facebook group. If you're already there, say hello. Don't be shy. Hope you enjoy this episode. God bless. Now, let's get this show started. On this bonus episode, I want to talk about self-sabotage. My episodes are usually on Mondays and Wednesdays, but this week I'm on an 11-day staycation and I have a new microphone, so why not record a podcast? I have to confess, I forced myself to take this time off because all I have done is work my ass off in the past few years. I have been with the post office for 15 years, working overtime on and off. In 2018, I took a break from overtime for my mental health. In 2019, I tried working DoorDash to replace some of that income. But I was like, if I put this amount of hours at work, I will make a lot more. So in 2020, I got back on the overtime desired list. As a reward, I traded in my car. I still own on the other one, making it a good bad decision. I needed something better to drive in snow and the highway, but I should have paid off my last car and traded in for a new vehicle or save extra for a higher value vehicle. Anyways, we live and we learn. I felt like I needed to as a gift for my birthday because that year I spent 7 months with my parents and it was stressful. It was lovely. I haven't spent a whole year with them since I came over here 18 years ago. So having that time with them, it was very appreciated. Then in 2021, I worked hard too and made another good bad decision. The extra money was supposed to go to debt, but instead I got a lake lot with my partners in crime. Now, here we are in 2022, and I'm saying enough is enough. I am working too hard for my money instead of having my money work for me. So I forced myself to take this time off, and I didn't sign on the overtime desire list for this quarter on purpose. I need time by myself. I need time with my loved one. It's time to dig deep down and think what kind of life I want to live because this one is not working for me, not for the long run. But instead of enjoying this time off, doing nothing, or doing what needs to be done, I focus on the things that I don't have. I start overthinking my whole life. Things are doing amazing, so why not start some drama? Oh, the podcast is getting great listeners in Anchor. Why not give it? Why not give it into imposter syndrome and sabotage yourself? Sounds like a great time, huh? Instead, I keep fighting those feelings and I have been cleaning so I can get my second room ready for the desk so I can work comfortable out of the second room. Buy a dining room table so I can host more dinners at home. trying to save money from eating out. I have put like 30 hours between two huge diamond paintings I'm working on. I have been on social media more, trying to promote the podcast, just trying to do anything to survive this vacation. I know this is just a season, and I'm cutting overtime so I can spend more time with my loved ones because that's what I have to cut up my spendings and my type of fun, and definitely less emotional shopping. The priority this year is to feel peace as much as possible. So I have to be creating peaceful situation constantly. It's kind of hard for a person who has chosen anger as her best friend for the longest time. A lot of changing is in the air. Definitely, I can feel it. I mean, it's good changing. It's just that throwing my pity parties, like you can't tell that is good changing. I have to remind myself I can only do one thing at a time. And when I have a setback, all I have to do is give myself some grace. The funny thing is that I'm not afraid of failing. I am an expert at that, but it's success that freaks me out. What if I'm successful? What if I live a life of my dreams? What if I get everything I work so hard for? What then? I know I don't have to make any damn sense. I'm working so hard on learning on it's okay to be okay. It's okay to stop, just relax, and enjoy the rewards of the hard work in the past. You see, with a good pay, even with a good paying job, I made some horrible decisions 10 years ago that had me living in motels and sleeping in my car. That, by the way, I wasn't sure if it would take from point A to point B. But through it all, I never gave up. I knew better days will come. I went to work when I didn't want to. I started working on my credit. I asked for help. I depended a lot on the money I'm investing for retirement. Thank God they let you borrow money from it. But I know if I want to have a lot of money for retirement, I need to stop taking money from it. I'm talking about the thrift saving plan, but you can get a 401k or a Roth IRA at the bank. It's good to have money that is growing for you. I'm also putting money away in this Acorn app where you can invest your change from each transaction that you do on your card, and you can have like an account for now, investing now, or an account for investing later, and they choose the portfolios for you. You don't have to pick each stock because they have uh aggressive, non-aggressive portfolios. So I'm using that too. um I used it. I took out money twice last year from the app though. If I had not touched it, I would have had $2,000 invested right now. I still planted the seed, and that's all that matters. I have a roof over my head, bills are paid, and food at home. I don't understand the need to self sabotage. I will I should be enjoying the fact that I'm starting the year with taking a lot of naps, taking time with my loved ones, and I have a hobby that I love. I just don't get me. So what can I say? I only take I can only take in one day at a time. Work on accomplishing more so I don't have time to self-sabotage. On loving myself more. Working on loving myself more so I respect myself enough not to self-sabotage. What are you? A goal-getter queen or a self-sabotaging queen like me? Thank you so much for listening to another episode. If you'd like to support me in any other way, please check out my Linktree Life with Francie profile, where you will find coupons to my favorite stores and more. Link will be in the description of this episode. God bless, don't stress. I will be back with another episode soon.